So, Lindsay, would you share a little bit about your journey in Style Accelerator? And maybe I would like to go back before you actually joined the program. What were your like concerns or like fears or anything like that before you joined the program? When you were like just starting out, thinking about joining, what were your like really hesitations about it?
Well, I think I really came from a place of not understanding what what my style was and what I needed. So one of the hesitations I had was, do I really deserve this? Do I really need this? Um, can I not just figure out how to dress myself? I dressed myself for years before. Why can't I now? So that was one thing I was worried about. And as I got into the program, every session, every piece of information that I got was such a gift and such a, I would call it almost a relief, like, oh, there is a way to figure out exactly how you want to present yourself and where you want to be and how you want to be seen. And so I was a bit nervous to do it, but I felt like I was feeling really lost with who I was as a mom and as a person with trying to find their own style again in the world. So I hesitated for a second, but not long.
Okay, interesting. It's very interesting what you said that like, do I deserve to think about my style and like to invest into that? And what made you decide to like, okay, I'm ready, I'm gonna do that?
What made me decide? I think I felt a bit frustrated with getting up every day and not having a direction, a clear direction, and not feeling like I was showing up in the world the way I wanted to be seen. And so really what made me decide is I saw your information on Instagram. I tried one of your smaller modules. I can't remember what it's called, Jump into Style, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I got that little bit of information in the Jump into Style, I thought there's so much more here that I need to know. And I got really excited by just gaining some more knowledge about your wealth of knowledge that you have. So that was the sort of push for me.
Nice, lovely. Okay. And so what has been like the most like significant part for you of the journey inside Style Accelerator? What was like your biggest learnings or takeaways or insights inside the program?
I think the module that really had me click into a different way of thinking was the colors module, learning about the color that works for me, how color goes together. When I did that module, it sort of felt like the rest of the information really fell into place. And so one of the pieces that I really brought or learned from the Style Accelerator was that the idea is to bring out the beauty that is already there. And when that clicked, I felt like, oh, I am already beautiful, and the way I dress can demonstrate that in a more obvious way to the world. Mm-hmm. And I think the confidence that came from that was, it made me feel 200% more confident almost immediately.
Nice. Yeah, I remember even like the small change, like for example, we were talking about your makeup and like you change your eyebrow pencil and then like, and you saw the difference, like such a tiny detail.
Such a tiny, the other thing that I changed, which was so interesting, the makeup, as soon as you said that, I changed my eyebrow pencil and I changed the color of my mascara, which I know that's so minor, it's so minute, but I changed to a softer black or gray color mascara. And all of a sudden, I just felt like my face was showing up and I felt bright and I didn't have to wear a bunch of concealer. And it just, that was such a key piece of information that, you think you would run into somewhere in the world, but you're so good at finding those little details that really make a huge difference.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. And so what changed for you, like in whatever area of your life or in terms of your style or wardrobe or how you dress up or show up? What has changed for you since you
Well,
like went through this journey?
I feel like it's almost hard to describe in one, almost hard to describe because it's so all encompassing. And maybe that sounds really silly that, such a big change, but I really felt like, first of all, because we put the time and effort into planning my clothing, my wardrobe ahead of time, that the mornings getting dressed, I save so much time. I know what I want to put on. And if I don't, I have a resource that takes me 30 seconds to say, oh, what do I, I don't feel like I have anything to wear. I just go back to my resources. And I have those two resources like you've instructed. So I have my online presentation, and then I also have on my phone of outfits that I've worn. So that is a huge thing that's changed, is just the speed in which I can get ready and feel great. I also I almost get a compliment every time I go into public on my outfit.
Wow.
Just, I mean, once again, it's not like we need to have that. It's not like you have to have the compliments, but when people notice you come across a room, a stranger, to tell you that you look really great and how, yeah, your outfit's wonderful, that's really confidence building. And I think the third thing that's really changed for me is just knowing myself so much better. The program really, you have us examine who we are, who we want to appear to be, and what actually works for my life. And plenty of times I would get clothing that didn't work for my life and then feel disappointed that I can't actually pull this off. I can't wear this outfit. And that's been eliminated. It's really, I feel very knowledgeable and confident in who I am and who I want to be.
Lovely. Nice. Yeah. Nice. It's great to hear. Yeah. And I think you mentioned as well before that like shopping has become very straightforward, strategic, right?
Yeah, it's very, I hate to call it like tactical, but it is. I know exactly. I look what I want to, I look up what I want to purchase before I go to a store. I know which stores have those things. I try them on. I take a picture, make sure it looks great, and then I know how to pull everything together. And it's really exciting to be just so organized with it.
Mm, right. Yeah. Do you have anything to recommend for other women who are just thinking, is it worth working on my style? Is it worth investing all this time and money into it?
I would say that it's the best money that I've invested in myself since my university education. And that's not exaggerating, because I really feel like it's brought me around to viewing myself in a different way, into being more confident in who I am already and showing that to the world. So I can't say enough about spending, it's, when you look at it as far as like a life skill for the rest of your life, I can't say enough about spending the money on myself. And I would highly recommend it to any other woman.
Lovely. Yeah, it's something that you learn, you invest a bit of time and money into it, but then ultimately it's going to serve you for the rest of your life, right?
Yeah. And I think maybe, if people have had experience with personal stylists or something like that, now that's something I had never given myself before. But I can imagine maybe, it's a one-time thing, or for one season, or for one event. And this is you've done a wonderful job of making it about learning that and really integrating it into your day-to-day life. And I think that that's a gift. It's incredible.
Nice. Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah, it's so
Oh,
lovely you share that. Thank you so much. Yeah. Is there anything
well,
else you want to share at all? Anything?
I just want to say thank you, Nina. I think your personal attention to each of your Style Accelerator clients is above and beyond what I expected when I signed up, when I purchased the course. The fact that I have access to you weekly and by several other means. You always answer your DMs if I send you something. um, your attention to the people that are in your clientele, that your attention to detail, the way that you really care about each of your clients, and it comes through. It's really apparent, and I really appreciate it. So thank you.
Thank you. It's been enjoy working with you, Lindsay.
It's been really fun. Hey, I know it's been fun.